What's up, y'all? We're back. This is the L&C podcast. I am your host, Christian. This is the loudest I'll be all episode. It always starts on a high note, and then I just slowly get quieter and quieter until Lorenzo's inevitably asleep by the end. But thankfully, he got his beauty sleep, but unfortunately, he could not be here today because he has a job. He has responsibilities on the weekends, unlike us lucky people. And I say us because there is a guest today. This will not be the very first solo episode, I can assure you. I don't think I'm ready for all that. Y'all aren't ready to hear my stream of consciousness ramblings just yet. We're in the state of world affairs is such that I think it would get pretty nasty pretty quick. So I'll save that for a more of a chipper time. But for now, we do have a guest, and I wanted it to be somebody that you could trust to hold a conversation, somebody that I can trust who has been on the podcast more than anybody ever. I mean, this is really an extraordinary feat of athleticism to be able to talk at length for an hour and a half, 2 hours at a time, and to be a trusted entity in that regard. I mean, that's you have something to brag about, man. And I'll put you on screen in a second, but I want to say first, like, subscribe. She wants you to comment as well. That's what she's doing down there. She's commenting under the desk. If you can hear my cat, do all those things because that helps us grow. That helps us get a sense of what you like, what you want to see from the podcast, and it kind of puts a little more excitement in it for us as the producers, as the hosts. So we want someone to come back to and let us know you're there in the comments, like, subscribe, all that jazz. Please, without further ado, I am so happy to introduce this guy for now a 7th time, really 6th, but we had 7 episodes. One of them was lost. We'll keep referencing that in the event that somehow I'm able to find it someday. I think I deleted it, honestly, so we should probably just drop this at this point. But for 6th appearance on the show, Mr. Marco Trinidad is here. How are you doing, sir? Oh my gosh, a sight for sore eyes.
Hey guys, hey Christian. Really, this is probably the most the highest resolution you guys have seen me on this show.
For real, and you're at a hotel, so how is that happening? Explain that.
I have a lot of free time, and I have time to wander around Best Buy in a greasy T-shirt and look for cables, and so we managed it. And honestly, I'm looking at myself. I could probably go for lower resolution. I like maybe 540 next time. You know, I think 1080 is too much.
I'll tell you what, you see every bit of skin damage on me, and I do contemplate that. I think, should we dial it back to 1080p again? Should we take it back there just for my own pride? Because once you get to this point with the lights and everything, because right now you're doing natural light, right? You have the window shining, like that looks perfect. But once you start getting into artificial light and light treatment, if you go too far, you get to where I am, where you just see every crease, nook and cranny on my shit, and I'm not happy about it.
It's just a Ren and Stimpy like roast up for an hour.
Yeah, like a SpongeBob.
Not saying you're me.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's me.
Yeah, like one of those highly detailed still frames. Dude,
that traumatize you for a quick second.
So why get this new camera? Is it because you're gonna have a podcast, or you're gonna have something to use it for?
Originally I wanted to start using it for sketches, and then I'm also slowly but surely putting the pieces together for a podcast.
Okay.
Hopefully that happens soon, you know?
Well, hey, I hope to appear just as many times as you've been on ours someday, because I don't have shit going on, man. I have nothing to do, and I love this. I really do. Like, as much as we joke about how bad we are at this sometimes, I really do enjoy it, and that's why we've kept doing it for so long, is because it's a passion project. It's just fun to talk to people, to catch up. You were telling me off mic that that you enjoy watching it from where you are, all the way on the other coast, just because it's fun to catch up essentially with people that you miss, that you knew here. So that's what it is for us too. If we ever go back and watch an episode, it's like, oh, it's a time capsule with Xavier Montez or with Keith Becker or whoever, or Monica Daly, whoever it is. You know, they were locked into a conversation with us for about an hour.
Yeah, you had them for an hour.
I
and they
had,
could not
exactly.
Leave.
They were cornered.
Yeah.
So clearly sweating. In Keith's case, he was clearly uncomfortable the whole time.
Why was he uncomfortable?
I think I was just asking some really dumb questions. I was being a dickhead. So when we started this, I would listen to a lot of Comedy Bang Bang, which is a podcast where the host plays a caricature of himself, and all the guests are usually characters, like straight up improvisers who play like just a made up person completely. But I had kind of adopted, when we started, I kind of adopted a caricature of myself of being kind of like this snotty, just abrasive personality. So I'm not always that. I don't always do it. But if I notice like there's an opportunity for comedic effect to be an asshole, that's normally what I'll do. Especially if I feel like the conversation isn't going anywhere, or if I need to do more to propel it in a funny direction, then I'll take the asshole route, or I'll bring something up and then I'll try to make it self-deprecating, or I'll try to give the guest a layup to dunk on me somehow because I'm being the asshole.
No, that's fair.
So I think I did a little too much of that during Keith's. Same with Abe Musafi. I was too much of a dick, and I pulled up some like really disgusting videos to watch, and he was just not having it. So.
He wanted to go to North Carolina after. I'm not saying that the things are connected. I'm just saying it was close. It was close. He fled the
he
state.
fled the state to get away from this remote podcast. Yeah, so I tried to tone it down, and I try to, when I do stuff like that now, I try to make sure people understand like this is not how I normally behave, and that's why people do the podcast, is because they know that's not how I normally am. They think it's going to be all sunshine and rainbows, and I'm going to be nice and sweet, but I'll usually try to be an asshole on this, or like when we're reacting to something or we're providing commentary, I'll usually try to be like the foil, or I'll try to find the crack in whatever it is we're watching, and then spin yarn out of that and see how far I can take that. So
yeah. Because if I recall, was it on the Lost episode that you showed me the video of the person like waxing his asshole?
It might have been, yeah. That might have been.
It might have been
around that time.
Might have been the Lost episode. And honestly, it's probably for the best that episode remains lost. I know you said you were talking about finding it, and I think for the sake of the veterinarian community, I don't think that we should. I said some things, and it's better off being lost.
If you do this enough times, you'll forget everything you said 4 or 5 episodes ago. So I'm surprised you remember that, but at the same time, it's like you've only done it a handful of times, right? You have some friends that you've joined on their shows, and then on my show now 6 times, 7 times. I think 6
about 6 or 7 times.
It's about I hate that about myself now. That has just implanted itself in my brain. It's there to stay, and I can't get rid of it. I can't shake it.
Yeah. It's there now. I mean, I work with a lot of old people. I'm on a work trip, and I'm sure they won't see this, but I work with a lot of old people, and sometimes they'll do that. They'll be like, I think the whole thing about 6'7" is that it's a very common thing to say, like 6 or 7 or whatever. Because I've heard a lot of old people say it, and I don't want to be the guy. I'm in a professional environment. I don't want to be the guy, but I want to so bad. I don't know. I don't know what this says about me, but I will say this trip, it's been hard for me to like. Maybe it's because I work from home all the time, but it's been hard for me to like give a shit as much. I don't know if that makes sense. But like,
it feels like a vacation for you. Does it feel kind of like a?
it just feels like I don't care as much. I don't know what that means, but like,
yeah, I hope they don't see
I think
this.
I'm
We'll keep this private. We
like
won't.
I'm getting we're getting the job done, right? I'm getting the job done. I think we're doing good work, but there's just certain things like I had at one point like one guy was briefing us and he like stuttered really hard, like mid brief, and it took me everything in my body to not laugh in his
Right.
face because I wanted to so bad because he's like he started hitting me with a and I just like I had to like clench my jaw.
Wow.
And then he made like a you ever do this where like you're trying to hold in a laugh and then the person like tells like a silly little joke or whatever and then you laugh extra hard to like get it out.
Yeah. Yep.
Like
yep.
I don't know if that's what I was doing. Like he'd make
It's like a fart
like a
cover.
dumb joke and I'd laugh.
Yeah. Like you cough like super loud hard to fart. Hopefully not as loud. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I love my job, and
at least you made him look super funny, though. At least you made him like that. Probably gassed him up, if anything. Like,
he's hitting them.
He's gonna keep that one in his back pocket
tonight.
Yeah. So, do you tell people you work with that you do stand up? Do they know that that's what you do?
So they do know, and it was kind of like my heart dropped a little bit when they found out because I wasn't ready to tell them. I wasn't ready to come out to them.
Oh wow!
As a stand-up comic.
Happy Pride Month.
Because
yes.
Yeah, Happy Pride Month. You know. But anyway, yeah, this is while I was still working in Virginia. I got booked to do what was that place called? It's called High Point Brewery in Stafford.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was booked to do that show. Shout out Heather Joyce.
Heather Joyce.
She's the goat. Yeah, I got booked to do that, and that place is like down the street from the office that I used to work at.
Oh, really? In that business park?
Yeah. Yeah, in that business park. That's where I worked at before I left. And I guess a coworker had seen the flyer and gave it to my boss. And so I'm in the middle of a work day and I get like an all hands email with the flyer on it. And it's like, hey, come out to see our very own Marco Trinidad. And my heart sank. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, no.
You guys aren't supposed to know this. Yeah.
Did they come? Did they end up going out to support?
I think somebody's husband showed up.
Okay.
One of my coworkers'
That's
husbands
not as bad,
showed up.
Yeah. And they won't be able to use anything against you. Yeah.
Yeah. So it wasn't bad, and I think I had a decent set that night. And then since then they know. So whenever we're on work trips, they'll ask me if I'm doing anything like nearby, and they'll go to support a show, and that's been kind of nice.
Okay.
And it's been easier to like get booked if I like, hey, I could bring people.
Right. Yeah.
So that aspect's been cool. I think the first part that I had to like kind of like I don't know if the people that you work with know that you know what you do on your free time, but
they do. I told them pretty early.
Like at the interview, you were like, so you know.
I mean, not even in the interview, but like just in passing. Once I got kind of good at it in my mind, where I didn't have to worry about like embarrassing myself, then I started telling people. But the problem with telling people when you think you're ready, especially your coworkers, the problem with telling them is like the disappointment of them never coming to anything ever, even if it's like right across the street from work, like right after work. They will never go to anything ever. And I have accepted that now. I know I sound bitter, but I'm going back to the feeling of, okay, I just told you all this massive thing and now I have this contest or I have, whatever that you need to bring people to, and just none of them show up every time without fail. So that was gutting at first. So I'm just like, oh, it just doesn't matter. So that's awesome. Like, I have this thing coming up that I don't really know if I can talk about it. So I won't go into details. Part of it is just making sure that it happens before I say anything about it, because I don't want to like screw it up. But I'll probably be on local TV in a few weeks, and that's something that I would share with my coworkers now, because that's something that requires no effort.
Yeah.
Like I could send them the clip of it happening and effectively force them to watch it if I wanted to. Like with stand up or anything, like if I was in a theater company, anything that they have to buy tickets to and show up to and sit through for an extended period of time, that's just never happening. And I've accepted that.
Yeah, no, that's fair, because I did try a couple times to like invite them, like when I would get like booked at the Alexandria Beer Garden, like on a weekend show.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my favorite parts of being booked on a show and then inviting people is like it's really weird. On the drive over, you always get that like line of calls of like,
hey,
as the closer you get,
I'm so
hey, sorry, man.
Oh, I forgot.
So sorry.
My kid has a soccer game, or I have a wedding. How do you double book a wedding? Like,
I realize I'm getting married today, so I'm
Right.
sorry I can't go.
I'm getting married.
Yeah, it's always like so. Yeah, the Beatles came back to life, and they're playing in my backyard, and I can't go, and it's always like something crazy. But it's always that like, it's always like that drive always contains at least 3 or 4 calls of like, sorry, man, or
hey,
like,
no worries.
You're on. Yeah, no worries, man. Don't even worry about it. You get a text while you're on stage, like, oh yeah, where's the show at?
Like, is there parking?
That's
so that they haven't even left yet.
Where do I park?
Should I drive? Should I Uber?
Who's all going? It's like, all right. So it's fun stuff. But I will say they have been pretty supportive when we go on travel, because they essentially have nothing else to do. And
so
I tell them.
So you're out of state right now on a work trip. Are you doing any comedy? Where you've been there for what, 2 weeks now? Have you done any comedy shows? Any open mics?
I've been here for a week, and no, I haven't. Honestly, I've been catching up with school because I'm looking at graduating next month. So I've been locking in on that. But
congrats.
I will say, thank you. I'm incredibly stressed out about it, but but what's it called? It was kind of cool because I left Sunday. I left like Sunday morning at 3. Like I left my house like 3 a.m. to go to the airport, and we had just finished the last game show on June 6th on Saturday. So we had the show, we packed everything up.
Mm-hmm.
I got home, and then I had about 3 hours to pack, and then I went to the airport to come out here. So I feel like I feel like I got a little bit of my comedy fix from that.
Sure.
But hopefully, if all goes well, I plan on hitting up some more mics next week.
Yeah. Definitely. So, like, what would you say is a trip you've been on where you did get booked on something and a bunch of your coworkers went and supported you then?
Colorado Springs. I think that was like I was still like 5-6 months into stand up, and there was a club out there called 3 E's Comedy, and it was a pretty neat club. And then, they all went to support, and they were all good laughers, and I appreciate them for that.
Mm-hmm.
I have the clip. I remember they filmed me, and I remember having that clip. I'm like, I'm going to send this to bookers. Sick.
Yeah.
And I've seen the clip. I've rewatched the clip recently, and I was like, I'm terrible. What about that was like that was not good. Like I understand why they didn't hit me back up,
Hey, but there's nothing like that feeling just starting out, where it's like, oh yeah, I finally have a video that I can use. I've never been booked off a video yet, and I'm only 3 years in, and the more I do it, the more I send off reels or videos or whatever, the more I've just come to accept. Just like my coworkers will never grow to anything, I've just come to accept like no one is checking this inbox, which has just emboldened me to do it even more. But I don't put as much effort in the email itself. It's just like subject line, here's a video, I'm available for booking, send off. Like no personalization, no bio, none of that. I used to go hard with like a headshot, a little mini bio of myself, all the experience I've had, like my comedy resume when I'm doing that's coming up, so they can track it. And none of that. I'm done. I'm just like, here's a hyperlink to a Google Drive. Have fun. Have at it.
Yeah, watch it or don't. I don't know.
I
But
kick rocks. I don't give a shit. That's what I'm doing. I'm kicking
just a picture of
rocks.
you like
Yeah,
this.
I'm like, yeah, I have that up my ass for even trying. Just a big old middle finger. That's what I like about John Yeager. I'll name drop him and Adrian Russell. I can just message them, or they'll put out. In the case of tonight's show, this is Saturday, June 13th. I had to look at the date. I'm just like I'm in I'm in like a fever dream lately. It's so they'll put out like a call to action on Facebook or Instagram of, hey, we need to fill a spot for a show. Message me if you want a spot. And sure enough, you message them, the spot's yours. And that's all she wrote. They don't even care if you do comedy. They're just excited to have the spot filled and see what you do.
They just need a human on stage for a couple of minutes.
For like 8 to 10 minutes.
That's
exactly.
Cool.
So
hell yeah.
That's I'm much more suited to that, or I feel like there's more writing on that for me of like, oh, I need to like reach out ASAP for that. But for things where I know it's an email, like sitting around in an inbox for millions of years, like the clubs and stuff. Like I've like occasionally if I see a post about an open mic at like the DC Improv or the Comedy Loft or a Hotbed or whatever, I'll send a message or an email and just see if anything bites. But it has never happened with those things. From what I understand, what I've heard from people who actually go up at clubs regularly is that you really just have to rub shoulders with the people who book or the people who get booked frequently. You have to know them, because then you'll get tapped, because then they'll be like, oh, I've heard things from so and so, or I'm the booker, do you want a spot 2 months from now? We're still booking the lineup for that event. Or if you know Tony Woods personally, he'll put you on one of his Tony Woods and Friends shows.
Woods and Friends.
Mm-hmm. So I've stopped with the emails.
Yeah, I think I might have gotten lucky once or twice through an email or like a DM.
Mm-hmm.
But I also have a lot of like unanswered DMs of like a clip of my 5 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
In a folder that's just very depressing to look at. And but you definitely have better chances by just going up there, being strategic on where you go up, and then just talking to the right people and getting like. Because I was doing that for a while, where I was just going up as many places as I can, wherever I can. But I think you just got to be smart about where you go, and not necessarily who you talk to, but just be open, be personable, and just
be somebody who's fun to be around. Do well on stage if you're performing that night. If you're performing, do well, and yeah. What I suck at though. So I'll be out there with the rest of them. I'll be out there with everybody, and I'll go up. I'll do well enough. People will laugh, whatever. I just suck at talking to people. I suck at the follow through. So I'll hit the ball.
Yeah.
I'll do my job, but I'm not running the bases, so to speak. I'm not really like I'm not doing the rest of the legwork. So. Yeah, that's why
it's funny because I say all that. Just be personable, be fun to hang around. Cut to me like at an open mic, like at the corner
on my phone.
Yeah,
I might be writing the whole time because I don't. I suck at writing in my free time. Like today, that's what I should have been doing, but I was just in bed and not giving a fuck. But I'll save all that for the show, for the open mic. And then, when it comes time to talk to people, or if people come up to me and they want to say hi, I'll talk to them, and we'll add each other on Instagram, and then it pretty much ends there, because I'm not a social butterfly like that. That's why I like bringing my boyfriend to things, because he's kind of like my agent. He goes around and he brings people to me. he makes sure that I make an introduction with someone, or vice versa. And that we have a connection, and that I get a message later saying, hey, come do this show. And that's all because of him. I used to joke and say he used to write all my material. But that's not true. What is true is that he's the reason why I get booked 60% of the time. It's because of him. So
well, that's really nice.
Yeah, and he's not here. He's on a work trip as well. So I've really been struggling to you can see it's been a dry month, and this should not be a dry month for me, being the gay month. But yeah, I just don't. I don't talk to people like that. I don't. Yeah, that I would get the most value, I think, if I paid for anything, more than, some people pay for a portfolio, or they pay for headshots, whatever. I just need somebody next to me, like holding my hand. Like I need to be handcuffed to somebody who's outgoing, who just introduces me to everybody. Like it interrupts. That's my fear, interrupting conversations too. Like after a show, everyone's talking, everyone's like hanging out, like drinking, vibing. If I see two people in a conversation, I want to talk to one of them, I'm just never going to interrupt it. So I'll sit there. I'll be Slender Man in the corner, just like standing there watching, like waiting for them to break it up. Or I'll just like slowly walk up and stand next to them until I think there's a natural break. Like I'm autistic in that way, and in no other way. But I just have no social skills when it comes to interjecting. I don't know how to get in edgewise. Like, what do you do? Is there a secret?
No, I'm still trying to figure that out, because especially it's so nerve-wracking when you see like the circle of people, and then you're like, how can I fit in? Like, and then on the off chance, you try to get in the circle and then it closes. You're like, oh fuck, you guys are right. Like I'm gonna go fuck myself. You guys have a nice night, like you guys are right. I don't know.
Yeah, and then I just end up talking to like the weirdo that no one wanted to talk to.
Or you talk to somebody and then you find out later that they like did a thing and that nobody likes them. Yeah, and you're like, oh no, now they think, dude, okay,
now they think you're associated with the rapist or with
or the guy that like bonked the lady outside. Like it was God. So
I fucking hate it.
Yeah,
and I just I don't want to get too into this, but I want to say this for the record. I'm not going to name names, but recently, like I've been disappointed by the men in this. I'll say industry. It's barely an industry when you're doing it at my level, but in this community, in the comedy community, I'm just like, because it's like you think you know somebody, as much as you can know someone that you see once, twice a week, maybe, if you're doing this actively enough, if you're at enough events, right? And this is somebody I would see all the effing time, and yeah, now it's like, well, no one knows what happened because both parties would like to keep it that way. It's still like I wanted to kill myself every time I see this person, or I want to, I want to square up. That's how I feel.
Yeah, you want to like, hey, show the guns.
Right, exactly. But it's just like some people need to understand. And forgive me if I get a little heated. This is a comedy podcast at the end of the day, but
go off, King.
If you're a producer, if you're a showrunner, you're not. These women do not want to date you. These women are not into you. Unless they're like down bad, and I mean BAD, like they have not seen any in quite some time. They might even be significantly older than you, or they might be a producer, an older woman producer themselves. Then maybe that's what they want. That's what they're after. But I will tell you right now, 9.5, 9.99 repeating times out of 10, these women are not into you sexually, and do not even take it there. If you are the one taking it there, you need to make a mental note and step back, step outside of yourself and look at what you're doing, especially if they're significantly younger than you, especially if they're just starting out. Dipshits, use your fucking brain. And that's really the logical fallacy in all of this is that these guys don't have brains to begin with. That's why a lot of them kind of throw their lives and careers away to do this. I'm no exception, but I like to think I have enough social aptitude or aptitude, whatever, to know when someone is clearly not hitting on me because they're sexually attracted to me, or or they at no point want me to take my dick out or corner them in a room or outside of a room going back to their car, whatever it is. They don't want that.
Yeah. I don't think anybody wants that.
They don't want you coming on to them, right? They might be like talking sweet to you. They might be extra nice to you, and that might not happen a lot in the wild in real life because you're a pussy or whatever. That whatever it is that prevents you from approaching women. The same way, I'm prevented just from interrupting a conversation with normal people just to network, right? You might not be able to approach women that you're into at a bar or whatever, but it's like clearly someone who's just starting out, again, significantly younger than you. They want a mentor. They want someone who can show them the ropes, someone who's been doing it for 5-10 years even, right? Who like, oh wow, this person is awesome. Like this could be the makings of a role model for me. And then just immediately that betrayal of trust happens. The mentor figure is asking for their number for, unseemly reasons, and then just taking it to a place that's in my eyes unacceptable. So whoever needs to hear this, if you are the woman in this case who is being, in my eyes, preyed upon, because it shouldn't be too tall of an order to think that we could just have like a friendship, or that someone taking me under their wing isn't gonna try to molest me, essentially, or try to.
Yeah, it's predatory. Yeah, it's a power play.
Exact. Thank you. That's power dynamics are at play.
Yeah,
and you need to recognize that it's not a mystery. It's not. It's not fiction either. It is real.
Yeah.
Think about. And that's what sucks about guys too, is like they'll think, well, if I was in that position, if I could get a job, all I had to do was sleep with a bitch that was older than me. I do that. I do that now because I can't even get none. Your problem is that you have is your self-esteem that low that you're willing to jump through this? Like, just imagine if you had like a wife and kids and someone asked you to do that, or if you were in a position where you just did not want to, sucking it up and doing it because it's the easy route, or because it's really not that bad, or like, sure, you're making a deal with it, like whatever, like mental hoops you're jumping through for yourself. Don't put all women in that position, because to them it's quite literally, it's like life or death in a lot of cases. It's like, oh, not only is this guy who I admired 10 seconds ago like asking me to kiss him, or like putting his arm around me in a weird way, or like, getting real drunk around me and saying some really out of pocket stuff to me. Not only is all this happening, but he could also like kill me if he really wanted to, or if this doesn't go the way he thinks it will. And so now in more ways than one, I feel like I have to go through with it, or I feel like I need to cut and run at the safest possible moment, or grab the nearest person next to me, because it's like, yes, there's the industry power dynamic, but there's also just like the man versus woman dynamic too, and it's all those things combined. So don't just think of it like, I'd be stoked if a lady wanted me to just fuck her, and then I get a job, and then I get an opportunity. Shit. You might be able to defend yourself. You have the ability to say no if you want to. But to a woman, it's like you put them in that position, they don't even have the opportunity to say no if they wanted to, because they say no, you don't like it. Best case, you don't work again if you're within earshot of them when you get an opportunity. The rumor mill starts, and they go, oh, you can't trust her. She's kind of a bitch. She just, I don't want to get into it. She's just kind of tough to work with. So you probably don't want to put her on stage. And then the worst case is that, yeah, you get stabbed or you get shot or you get stalked. Right.
Yeah.
Because they just couldn't take a rejection. So anyway, not to spend 10 minutes on that. I just, that's been happening recently. And I feel like somebody needs to say it. It's fucked up. It's entirely fucked up.
Yeah.
So,
and I think just even aside from the producer dynamic, just guys in general, 95% of the time, they don't want to sleep with you, like right then and there. And that's okay. I don't know. As long as you're not a fucking weirdo and you treat women with respect, someone will be attracted to you. You know, someone will, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't just, push yourself onto people because, you're essentially, you're preying on people, and then those people have to, like, now they're dealing with like trauma responses, and it's a whole, it's gross. Yeah, there's always like a level of. Yeah, there's always a power dynamic in play when it's like man and woman type of thing, and it's I think as a guy you have to be mindful of that, just because you're a decent person or whatever, like doesn't mean that other person knows that you are, like,
not at all.
I was just talking to we were just talking to my girlfriend. I was talking to my girlfriend the other day, and she was telling me that, like, in a way you kind of have to treat men like a loaded gun, in the way that, like. You don't know if it's going to go off or not, And so, just don't be a fucking dick. Don't be a dick. Especially if you're producing shows. Don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick. I love what you said, too. And I'm kind of echoing through you. If you can just turn me down just a little bit. Just right-click on me in Discord and just turn my volume down. But exactly what you said. Right away, especially. If you see that you're having a fun conversation with a woman and your first instinct is, oh, I'm going to get in bed with this lady tonight or tomorrow. That is the wrong instinct to have, unless that's what she has said explicitly. Unless she has said that to you, unless she said, hey, you want to go back to my place or your place or whatever the innuendo is, that means, yes, we are, I'm down for it tonight. I trust you. Unless you've gotten that, like, effectively in writing, your brain should not go there. And then these guys, guys who struggle with women or whatever, or like manosphere type people, they go, oh, then when is the time to ask a lady to sleep with me? Like, when can I? It's just never. I can never do that. There is an appropriate time, and it's somewhere between maybe a few weeks to months. But I'll tell you what, it will always be when they tell you. It's kind of that simple.
Yeah. And if you have a hard time recognizing that, fucking work on it. Maybe you got to do some self-reflection and figure it out before you start putting yourself on people like that.
And if you think they told you, and you're gonna, and it's maybe not explicit, but you want to meet them halfway and see and get a temperature check, you can do that. You can ask, hey, I've had these feelings about you. I think they're mutual, but I'm not sure. Are you into me like that? Because I could be into you if you're into me. Something like that. You can meet them halfway, and if they say no, you gotta just drop it. You just gotta leave it there.
Be okay with it. Yeah.
Be okay with it.
Just gotta be okay with it.
Go somewhere else. And even you going somewhere else, even if you looking elsewhere, that might even inspire a little bit of remorse on their end for the loss of an opportunity. It's an opportunity lost when it's lost for them. Essentially, you're not going to make someone jealous by stalking them or by badgering them repeatedly. You're gonna make someone want you by walking away when they say to walk away, and then just leaving it. And then they'll go, oh, what happened to our little dates? I used to love it when you took me out to dinner. And that's what a lot of the guys gripe about too. Is it's like, oh, I'm paying for everything all the time, and it's like, and I'm not getting any. You know, like when is she gonna get when is she gonna get on it?
First
You
of all,
can
I
walk
want to say I
away.
love your straight. I've never heard your straight voice before, and it's like I'm meeting a whole new Christian.
That's not even my straight
Your
voice.
straight
That's my
voice is what?
that's my asshole guy voice. Like my cat is fucking up with the window. But I mean, what are your thoughts on this, real quick, while I throw my cat into the other room?
Yeah, just don't be just don't be an asshole. There's always going to be a power dynamic when it comes to like men and women, you know, in favor of men. And just historically speaking, we haven't been great about it. I've heard the sentiment from several guys the past couple of, recently, past couple of months, where they're like, yeah, women complain a lot more now. And I'm like, well, yeah, before we used to like lobotomize them and,
Oh yeah.
up with like
Before we used to
lithium and
beat
stuff.
them, before we used to smack them across the face. Are you out of line, bitch?
We used to make sure that they're not like able to get credit cards or own a mortgage, So like,
yeah, you let anybody.
I don't know. It's just like
you give anybody enough. You give anybody a little leeway, and all of a sudden now they're talking wise, and now they've got a bone to pick with everything. That's just how it works. Have you ever gotten a new job, and then like how long did it take before you're like, oh, I wish that the coffee in the break room was a little better. I wish we had or I wish that I got more PTO than I have. But it's like, yesterday you were working in the food kitchen, so I don't want to hear it. Or you were working you were on a volunteer basis or an internship, and it's like all of a sudden now you want to talk about that's just what it is to live in America. It's like, yes, you give somebody an inch, they'll take a mile, whatever. With social issues, it's the same. And in a utopia, we would all be on the same level at all times. We would all have the same opportunities as one another, and it would all be merit based, and we'd live happily ever after. But sadly, that's just not the case, because this country and globally, as a species, we are rooted in oppression and systematic oppression. Whoever's at the top keeps everybody at the bottom, and it's that simple. So for you to be like, okay, here's this entire gender group of people, 50% of everyone who not too long ago just got rights, like the right to
rights to not
have the shit beaten out of them
in their head for having an opinion,
an opinion, or for speaking up for themselves. It's not that long ago, you guys. It's not, and you can't just expect people to. I don't know. I'm going on a tangent. It's gonna be lost on everybody who listens to this. Don't be a dick. That's golden rule.
Don't be a fucking dick. Yeah.
How would you want to be treated? It's the golden rule. How would you want to be treated in that situation?
You want a penis in your face, producer man?
And thank you for putting it like that, because I guarantee you they don't. And then that's what I should do. I should just go full on, like, with my boyfriend's permission, of course. I should just go on like full on
of course.
Predator. I want to go Kevin Spacey on these. Every time I hear about a guy who cornered a woman after a show, every time I hear about that, or like there's all types of guys with like rapist allegations and shit. Every time I want to like take my dick out and put it on their forehead and just sit it there and rest my balls on their nose and I want them to take it in. It's a hot summer too. I want you to take it in and just enjoy that for what it is, because that's what you're doing to women. That's what you're doing to these girls who don't want any part of it.
Yeah, just don't be fucking weird. Like how, like, I don't know. I feel like I would like to think we all have the baseline of sticking your penis into someone's face that might not want to, or you're not entirely sure that they want to, is weird, Yeah. And I'm sad that that's not the case.
And it gets fetishized. It gets to the point where it's like, oh yeah, that's just what I screw what she wants, screw what they want. Like, that's just what I want at this point, because I can't get any, so I'm gonna get it any way I can. even if it's not legal technically or shouldn't be, or even if it's like not technically provable. It's you got
even if it was legal, don't do it.
Don't do it. Like just
don't do it.
Have some common decency. Have some
book your show. Keep your penis where it should be.
So I like that. Just be decent in life going forward, producer or not. If you're a guy, just be a decent human being, and just wait for her permission. Just do it. I mean, it's not that hard.
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? You have to be like, you need to make sure that she's also consenting.
And it's not just with sex stuff. It's also like kissing, any form of intimacy, any form of like bodily contact beyond hugging. And there's hugging too long too. That's a thing too. You don't just take someone in and keep them there hostage for longer than, like, if they will tap out, let go, right? These guys just get so weird. And that was not my straight guy voice. That was my straight, like, weirdo voice. That's a very specific straight guy.
I want like a acting
hey Marco,
challenge. Like,
hey Marco, nice to see you again. How have you been, bro?
Be a where's my hug at guy.
Hey, where's my hug at, girl?
All right, I don't like that.
Yeah, it's gross.
Where's
my hug? Where's daddy's kiss, bitch? Come plant me some right here. Yeah.
Hey, double tap me real quick.
Oh yeah, turn around, do a spin for us. It's kind of Alex Jones, actually, at a certain point.
Yeah. Oh man, dude. Yeah, it's crazy. Don't be a dick. Be cool. And someone will want to sleep with you eventually.
And the only reason that's funny, by the way, the only reason jokes like that are funny is because of how, like, true they are. Like most jokes are rooted in truth. We know it's fucked up. That's why we're laughing at it. Or that's why a woman would laugh at a joke like that. They're not laughing at it because they're into it, or that's what they want from you. They're laughing at it because it's like, oh, that happens to me on a monthly, weekly basis. Like, a guy will come up to me like,
and that's, and it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Yeah, we're laughing because it's ridiculous. And do
I have a gay voice? Is that what you're telling me? I have a gay voice?
No, not really. No, you
don't have, like, I mean, let's unpack that, really, because I'm just curious.
I think you did a different voice when embodying a man that is straight in that scenario, and it did not sound like your regular voice, which is what I was getting at. You sounded like this is. If, like, I
can do a gay voice, honey, I can do that yesterday. If you needed an example.
Yeah, but I'm not.
That's like Flamer, though. That's like super homo.
Yeah. Happy Pride Month.
Oh man, a lot of people have been saying that. Like, I did an open mic the other night where it was like another feedback mic. It wasn't mine. It was someone else's, and like everybody who opened their setup, and none of them were gay. So it was people from all walks of life. Not a single one was gay. Happy Pride Month at the beginning of each thing. And I'm just like, oh shit, what the fuck are they going to say? Like, what am I going to have to sit through? But no real gay jokes. It was just kind of like Happy Pride Month. So it's like, I think we're genuinely making strides in, like, Manassas, Virginia. Maybe they were trying to butter me up. I don't know. But it was like, okay, that's awesome. Very progressive. And there's some older guys too, some like older white, black, it's all types of old guys. Happy Pride Month, y'all. Happy Pride Month. That's all I wanted to say.
The old guy. This is the old guy Mike.
Yeah, seriously. So, oh man. Is it wild out where you are, gay wise, or for any reason? World Cup? What? Like, what's happening? Not in Indiana.
Or California?
Back home.
I was about to say, there's not much going on. I have back home. I don't know. It's okay. I do feel like I'm out of touch with things like that. I don't really care for the World Cup. It just seems like, I don't really care. Like, I'm
sorry if that felt like racial profiling. for me to ask
No,
that.
no, you're good. No. Dude, I just asked you about your gay voice. We're fine. I think I think we're past the point of offending each other.
You play soccer, right, Marco Trinidad?
you played. You told me I sold fruit the last episode. I think we're okay.
yeah, I did.
No, you're like you sell fruit.
That's the asshole persona. Again, that's not me. Yeah. That's the character. You don't sell fruit. You're very well off. If anything, I should be selling fruit in containers right now because
that's how he gets you guys.
I was
that's how he gets
I was digging in my cup holder for loose change for gas last week, so I need I need to be selling fruit, or I need a side hustle ASAP.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, he sees you, he meets you at an open mic, and he appears normal, and then he puts you in a podcast. He's like, "You sell fucking fruit, right?" And that's how it goes. And you got to either be okay with it or not. No, it's fine. I'm kidding, of course. No.
So are you not
really
sports oriented? Do you follow sports really of any kind?
No, not really. I mean, I was a fan of the UFC for a couple of years.
Oh wow!
But even that, even that, lately with the whole the White House card.
I was going to say,
really
so you're not excited for that? You're not excited for
I'm not.
Trump's
it's so
birthday?
Stupid. It's so dumb.
It's not even a little hype for you, as a
no
fan of the events itself. You're not stoked to see is this the first outdoor event in UFC?
It's the first outdoor event.
Title card history.
Yep, it's the first outdoor event. The matchups are great. I think the Ilya Topuria, Justin Gaethje, that's a great fight. The rest of the card's great.
So you are a little hype. You're kind of selling it the way.
I like the matchups. The event is corny as hell. Yeah. It's so stupid. Yeah. That's not what the White House is for, man. And it's gross. I don't like it. I mean, look, Dana White's going to do what he does because he's you know.
So you have a deeper understanding of Dana White then. So what do you think this is? Is he doing it because of for posterity? Is he doing it as a cash grab? Is he why? Because he's been heavily involved in all of the America 250 celebrations, right? I think he voices one of the ads I was seeing constantly for Dodge Ram or whatever. He was the voiceover for car commercials.
Yeah.
And I went to the military parade, and he was one of the guests of honor at the military parade next to Trump up there on stage, next to the entire cabinet, which that would have been the time to nuke America, by the way, was at that dumbass military parade, because we had everybody, we had the entire chain. Well, I'll take the hit, because the entire chain of command was there on that stage. JD Vance and his wife and Trump, Melania, the Hegseth, they were all there on stage, right? So it's it would have just gone to Congress or whoever next, so the Speaker of the House would have been the next in line, and we would have been over. There would be no UFC fight on the lawn. Anyway, so Dana White has been heavily glued to all of this shit. So why do you think he's so he's so much the face of this?
I think, as he owns the UFC, and I think his goal has always been to put the most eyeballs on the UFC as possible. And this is a way to do it. I mean, he actively campaigned for Trump. He would have Donald Trump as a special guest at a lot of pay-per-view events. Mm-hmm. So there was always a moment, especially in Florida. But yeah, there would always be a moment where the president, or even when he was campaigning, would walk out and they'd make a whole special thing for him. I think just by nature, he's wanting to put as many eyeballs on this as possible. Mm-hmm. If for some reason, Kamala would allow him the same opportunity, I honestly think that he would probably campaign for her too. I think he's just a business guy, but there's also something slimy and just disingenuous about if that's really all you care about, that you're willing to go this far, then I think that's why partially why he's successful, because he just clearly doesn't give a fuck about anything else.
Yeah.
But you've got to have a limit on that. You've got to
No
have checks and balances.
scruples, nothing, just kind of
Yeah.
anything goes as long as we get publicity. Like, this is the ultimate
Yeah.
publicity stunt, you're saying, and in a way it's like this is
Yeah.
Trump paying it forward for all of the free publicity he got early on.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's what he's shooting for. I mean, he did it, but it's just, I feel like there's got to be more shit in play where this stuff like this doesn't happen. Because this isn't what the White House is for. This isn't what our government is for, to put this.
It's
big,
just
like,
two scummy people in the right place at the right time. Like two of the scummiest, like slime balls. Just like they're I mean, I don't know if Dana White's a con man as much, if he talks things up that never come to fruition, or if he's like selling a lie constantly like Trump is, or like Elon Musk does on the regular, just speaking things into existence that may or may not ever happen constantly. But Trump certainly is. So Trump, anything that sounds absurd or sounds like sacrilegious to the sanctity of our country, if he can make a buck, or if he can make a splash with it, he's going to just say it out loud. And then if it happens, it happens. And this seems to be like the moment where these two people meet in these positions of power to just completely destroy probably the most like iconic building in our nation's history.
The sanctity of like certain symbols of this country, like this isn't what it was for, like, and it's gross. And like I said, Dana White's a businessman, but it's also like he's also got some shit on him because his company was sold back in like 2020 to Disney when they had the ESPN contract for about $4 billion, and they still had fighters that were earning like $25,000 to fight, $25,000 to win. Like they had fighters working multiple jobs in like supposedly the premier league for mixed martial arts. Like it's gross. It's gross. You can't sit there and see people like you're putting on, you're using these people to put on a show, and you're not even paying them in a way that they could just do and train for this sport full time. If you have fighters that are like at the T-Mobile Arena one weekend and then they're working another job the next, like they're working like at a grocery store the next, and it's clearly something's wrong.
Unbelievable. I've heard he's a gambler too, right? So like Dana has like a crippling gambling addiction or gambling problem.
Yeah, he's got an addiction to slapping his wife too. He's a fucking I don't know. I've
heard that clip. I've heard that clip of like, I do marijuana so I don't beat my wife and children. I've heard him say that. Right.
Yeah, there's a video of him slapping his wife.
Yeah, there's a video of them having him throwing her around at some bar or something. Not to laugh, but I mean, like, this is a ridiculous person on a pedestal, right? Yeah. It's like, why? Yeah. How does this guy get where he is by being like this?
I don't know. You got to be. That's where, like, in my head, in order to be that level of like successful, it's just you have to. You're doing it while stepping on. You're going to step on somebody, and I think that's why a lot of these billionaires or whatever are all like sociopathic in some sense. Because I feel like most of us would be pretty guilty to step on people, or feel guilt.
I mean, you can be cutthroat. You can be cutthroat to a point, I feel like, and keep your morals, right? Like, cutthroat just means like, I'm going to give you a chance, and you better not waste it. And then the moment somebody slips up or does something that it's in your power to fire them, you fire them. I would call that cutthroat. I'd call that being like a tough business person, or like you see an opportunity to buy someone out of something, you have the capital, you can do a hostile takeover, whatever like that. But then you don't have to like beat your wife. You don't have to just keep money from your employees for the sake of it, and then like broadcast yourself wasting it on poker in the same week. It's those two things don't have to happen.
Or giving like
yeah.
Oh, sorry. There's like a video of him giving like $50,000 to the Nelk Boys on their birthday. And the new meme. Yeah. Meanwhile, you've got like a
what have they done for him?
25-year-old fighter who's.
I mean, I guess
he keeps up to appeal to the youth in the worst way. They do interviews and stuff, and they do all like. Yeah, he pays like certain content creators that appeal to certain demographics, and he keeps them.
So he thinks they're more valuable. So are you saying $50,000 would sustain someone to train?
No, that was just a birthday gift.
No, but you're implying like seeing like a birthday gift like that. Are you saying like if they got a $50,000 stipend, even that would like help, or that would get them through? Like, what do you think? What do you think a salary should be for a fighter?
It should be, I don't know. Like contracts are different, but I would say at least 60,000 to fight. Because right now
you're saying they're not getting that. And let me look this up because this is insane. Because I make about that, or maybe more than that.
Yeah, there's some fighters who start with a contract of about. So they get the way their pay works, if it's still this way, is that they get paid money to get in the octagon, and then they get money to win. So you lose half your pay. If you lose essentially half your paycheck of what you're expecting. Some fighters start off with like 15,000 to enter, 15,000 to win. So at most in a fight, that's where typically you spend about 8 weeks training for the fight. You're paying your trainers like out of your own pocket. You're paying, you're paying for their travel because they only allow one extra ticket to travel with you, with one person to travel with you. That money goes by quick. And if you're a full-time athlete, you're not it's not sustainable.
Wow. Holy
and
shit.
It being the number one league, like
yes.
you have PFL, you have this other leagues, but they're not, generating
they're not
the
on par.
money that the UFC is.
Right.
Yeah. So it's gross. It's gross. And the thing is, I love the sport. It's really cool to watch. The idea of someone training their whole lives in specific martial arts, meeting another guy who's been training their whole lives in a different martial arts and fighting each other. It's the concept is awesome, but the way that it's being run right now is it's disingenuous. It's gross. Like I said, there's no way you can make $4 billion off the deal and then justify paying a fighter that you're making money off of $15,000 that turns into like maybe $2,000 after they pay for everything.
So what? In someone like Dana White's mind, they go, okay, so a person should not be. Yeah, you can make barely a living doing this, just starting out, right? Obviously, with the top athletes, they get hundreds of thousands of dollars in contracts because they're more sought after, right? But to someone just starting out, like, does he think you're not going to make your money here? You should be like advocating for brand deals or getting some.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because UFC fighters used to make majority of their money through brand deals. That's like a lot of fighters will say that, yeah, I made $100,000 just off of brand deals alone. But as of I think about 2018, the UFC essentially said, because before you used to be able to wear your own shorts, and your shorts would say whoever's like sponsoring you. You used to be able to throw a banner over the octagon when you're getting ready to fight, and it would show all your sponsors, and that's how a lot of people would get paid. But when they acquired a deal with Adidas, or not, I think it was Adidas. They acquired a deal with Adidas, where essentially now the UFC gives you your shorts through Adidas, and that basically fighters lost the ability to have brand deals or their own brand deals. And it was all now through the UFC. And instead of getting your $100,000, you would get an extra $2,000 based off of how popular you are or how many fights you have in. So they essentially cut that off from fighters as well, which is, again, fucking gross.
How are you gonna take away the only opportunity people have to really make? And again, like you said, it's just to make ends meet so that you can like sustain yourself to be a part of the organization, to participate.
Yeah, to be a
in the
full-time
event
athlete,
itself.
which
How are you going to deprive
if
people
you're part of
their
a billion-dollar company,
money making opportunity? Like, if you're not willing to offer
and
it up.
even with the Paramount deal, the numbered events like 250 or whatever are no longer pay-per-view, and basically the main selling point for fighters to become like a champion and to be like headlining pay-per-view cards is that you once you get to that level, now you get pay-per-view points. So you get a cut of how many pay-per-views sell. But now that they've cut out the pay-per-view model altogether, they're not getting that anymore. And even fighters have come out to say, like, you would think that now that Paramount bought the UFC for like $7 billion or whatever the fuck it was, you would think that they would alter paychecks to kind of buffer that loss in pay-per-view points, and fighters have come out to say that they haven't. The paychecks are exactly the same. Now they just lost the option for pay-per-view points. So it's, after years of seeing this, they're very money hungry, and they clearly don't give a fuck about the fighters. Like, I remember I had a buddy of mine that I worked with, and he was kind of like, who cares or whatever. And then just to put it in perspective, like, a backup kicker in the NFL makes more money than, like, at that time, like, the heavyweight champion of the world.
It's insanity.
It's fucking crazy.
They're not making money without these people. They're not making money without their star athletes.
UFC would not be there without the athletes, and I think that's why they've kind of changed even their promotion. Because the last time they really had a champion who was bigger than, or a fighter that was bigger than the organization, was Conor McGregor, and I feel like they don't market their fighters the same way anymore because of how much pull Conor had towards at the height of his career.
Yeah, he could call
and how
shots
less control they had. Yeah, exactly. So it's very gross. It's like, I get it. He's trying to make the UFC as big as possible, but you're also a grown ass man who should probably understand that maybe I shouldn't make a fucking joke out of the White House. It's just a level of.
Or if you're going to reimburse your people at the same time, you're big enough.
Your fighters, yeah. They're announcing that they're announcing that the bonuses, because they do get bonuses for fight of the night, performance of the night, that they've hiked them up to about $400,000. But that's because someone had to donate money to do that.
Wow.
It's gross. It's gross. I love the UFC. I love watching MMA, but it's hard to support an organization that for years I've seen has consistently been shitty with their athletes.
And I think people would say the same thing about WWE under Vince McMahon when he was running everything, as far as people getting paid or lack thereof. It just seems to be there's a trend with these fighting organizations. They seem to subvert normal expectations for such a large industry, and there's a huge fan base for UFC. There's a lot there, people like you who are just casual viewers, people who are heavily invested, people who start MMA because of it. I know a lot of people who go to boxing gyms just because they enjoyed fights as a casual spectator, and now they're oh, it's good exercise or whatever. So it's there's all these branching out. It's a big industry when there's all these little sub businesses that kind of latch onto it. There's there's a huge revenue stream, and now it's going to be on the White House lawn or whatever the next big thing is. It's they it's not small potatoes. So that speaks to just greed at the top level. Now I wonder if it's just him or if it's a board of people who are enriching themselves instead of just one person. But it's just so funny that he would openly broadcast himself. He would make a spectacle of himself. Dana White I'm talking about
Yeah.
he would like actively be. Again, I'll keep harping on the gambling thing because that's really what I know about him is that he'll like lose millions and millions of dollars in a single night on poker and just walk away and then he'll say something like, you know, you're not winning if you're not losing, or he'll say some like dumb alpha male bullshit like that. You know, when you're just like,
Yeah.
you're clearly you have a crippling gambling problem or gambling addiction. But it's like if you just took like even if you said like every time you go to Vegas and sit at a table, even if you said like, okay, 5% of my winnings or losings I'm going to donate to my own organization and to my own people, like they would have probably like tenfold the amount of money they're making.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you square
they would
that?
have the chance.
The cognitive dissonance
They would have the ability.
is like unreal. So he must be on drugs or something like that. And good for him. I mean, honestly, this whole country's going to shit. So people like him, people at the top, they're just like they're out of here. They're checked out. They really don't give a fuck, and they're just going to be as scummy as possible. They're going to be completely. They'll have no scruples until we get nuked or until the next pandemic comes. They're just going straight to their bunkers and peacing out. I feel like so.
Yeah, it feels like everybody's like at senior year where like nobody gives a shit anymore, and
exactly.
like no, we still got like a country to run, you know?
Yeah.
You know, please guys.
I'm looking at my little brother right now. He just graduated high school. He's out partying. He's out at all these clubs. I'm like, bro, you're 18. Like, what clubs are you at? There better be a black X on your hand or something, you know, like he doesn't have to go to college in a few months, you know, and that's exactly that's a perfect analogy. It's like we've just thrown caution to the wind. Not we, the people at the top have, and it's a really cool allegory to see. Yeah, here's all these people working super hard to make ends meet, to make a living, who deserve more, who want more, who are asking, begging for it. And the guys who are in the position to grant that are going, actually, it's not happening because it doesn't matter, and you're all gonna die anyway, and I'm gonna be just fine.
It's crazy, man. It's fucking crazy. Yeah. I don't know. I just don't think it's crazy to say that if you are in the premier league of your sport, that should be your full-time job. You know, so.
Mm-hmm.
But what do I know? What do I know? I'm in Indiana.
So you're going to switch to soccer?
No, fuck no, dude.
Are you just out on sports?
I'm just out. I'm out on sports, man. I don't know. I'm not a big sports guy, you know.
Yeah.
Even with the World Cup, it's like, who gives a shit? You know? Who cares?
I said the same thing. Again, my boyfriend.
Who fucking cares?
My boyfriend, he's in Miami, so I guess it's big there, and they have all the They had jumbotrons on the beach when he was out there over the weekend, and he's like, "I'm watching the World Cup. You know, the U.S. just beat Paraguay or whatever." And I said those exact words. I don't care. I do not care at all. Like, thanks for sharing. I don't care about it. Like, why do I need to know? Or like, why do I need to know how we're doing in baseball or whatever? It's like, I don't
like, who fucking cares, man?
Sport, I will never understand.
They're pricing people out on tickets, dude.
Yes.
They're pricing people out on tickets who even like the sports. You're paying like $100 to watch it on
just
a fucking
to enjoy
projector screen. Yeah,
just to enjoy it. I could see if it was affordable. I could see if it was like stand-up comedy, for instance, where this is something that I can actually engage in. What hyped me about stand-up was like I could get a ticket to see a celebrity tomorrow night and just show up, and I can still put gas in my car. I can still keep a roof over my head, and you know, I don't have to take a loan out just to enjoy this. That's the same reason I don't like pop artists and Taylor Swift or all the Ticketmaster bullshit. You don't see me going to concerts.
Yeah, fuck Ticketmaster, man.
You know, yeah. So I will never go. I will never break the bank for a sport, for a concert. Nothing. There's no one that could. There's no one that I'm not attached to that could make me want to do that.
Yeah.
And I just,
it's just weird.
You look at all like the Knicks craziness, and it's like, who why is this so personal for you?
Yeah.
Why? Like, what did they do for you specifically? Did one of the players one night like visit your house like the Tooth Fairy and leave you anything?
Wipe your ass or something.
Wipe your ass for you? Fucking be there like an absent father should have been. Like I don't know why people have such an attachment to sports the way that I will never understand the fanaticism. And that's why they're called fans. They're fanatics. They're like completely beyond reason, the way that they care about these teams, these players. They talk about players like they are them, or like they're on par with them. Like the people that calling this guy Wemby all the time. I'm like, don't call this guy Wemby. You don't know him. You don't know. He's not your bud. He's not your friend.
He's not your friend.
If you saw him, and you need to.
You would scare him.
You would scare him, and he's like 7 feet tall. It's like, how do you get such like parasocial relationships with shit like this? I'll never understand it. The only thing I get parasocial with is like, I don't know, like YouTube. You know, like if I'll be like heavily invested in like some YouTube drama that, because I'm just like chronically online that week, or like I'm tapped into like the Lego controversy. Like there's this Lego store that supposedly stole $100,000-$200,000 in Legos from an old guy by starting a contract with him to sell his huge Lego collection on consignment, meaning the store sells it on his behalf and gives him a percentage of the sales, right?
Yeah.
So they agreed to do that, and then the store ownership changed hands, and the new owners said they weren't going to honor that agreement anymore, and effectively kept the remainder of the collection that hadn't been sold yet. So I was following that.
Oh, that's messed up
for a period. Yeah, and it's messed up, and that's when I'll get like, these guys need to fucking. Like that's my boy, like the guy who I don't even know his name. Here's me like trying to find an example of something I'm heavily invested in and parasocial about, and I can't even I don't even know the guy's name who owns the Legos, right? Like I don't even know the guy's first name.
The Lego man.
That's how removed of it I am. So I have nothing like that, nothing whatsoever.
Yeah, it's just gross. It's gross, man, and I don't like it. Figure it out, guys. They're not going to pay your bills for you.
I mean, do you have any...
I also can't wait till this is... I can't wait till this is clipped and it's like two virgins talk about sports that they don't know about.
Well, first of all, I get mine. Thank you very much. And honestly, the virgins are the people who are obsessed with it. The virgins are the people who... these are the creeps. These are the guys at the bar harassing ladies. Are the same guys yelling at the screen.
Sports fanatics?
Yeah, at the Irish pub yelling at the fucking... at the baseball game.
Not listening to your set?
Yeah. Oh, hey.
Those are my favorite, because I've been in my fair share of like sports bar open mics or whatever, and there's just a guy just staring at the screen. I'm like, hey,
what the fuck are you doing? Guys, bring it back. We were up by 2. And you're like, you were just about to hit the punchline, and then this fucker's in the back.
You guys ever been to like
you guys been to Taco Bell? Like, hey, yeah.
You guys been to Taco Bell?
And then this guy's having a conniption.
According to Christian, I work there. You know? You guys ever sold fruit on the street?
Yeah.
Crazy.
I'm sorry. Yeah. I won't take it there ever again.
No. It's okay. It's okay. It totally didn't bother me at all. And I'm kidding.
Here, take a swing at me, please. Like, whatever you want.
No, man, I can't.
I insist.
I can't.
I insist. I need the skills to be balanced.
I'll find something. Don't worry. Yeah.
6'7",
we'll find something.
I guess. Is that me? Oh man.
I can't wait till 6. Yeah, I can't. We should just adopt 6'7", and then get away. I feel like it's already happening. People are adopting 6'7", and once it becomes like a thing that everybody does, nobody cares about it.
Well, here's the thing about it.
Yes.
Like you said, it's just such a common turn of phrase or a common occurrence. Like I count things for my job, so I'll be counting some. I'll see like number patterns constantly in like a Rain Man type of way, right? And now all I see in this big number puzzle is anytime the numbers 6 and 7 are beside one another, like they just stand out, like they're highlighted or emboldened. So I just that's what it is for me, and that's really why it irritates me. It's just because it's like now it's just ruined the way I do my job or the way I live life.
It's an affliction.
It's
you've got an affliction.
The same way 69 used to be, like anytime you saw 69, it was like, yeah.
No, but that was cool though.
Yeah, at least that's a sex thing. Like, what is this? What is?
Yeah.
like, what are you juggling in the bedroom?
This will be clip. 2 Unk virgins talk about something they don't know about. And
nice callback. Very good.
Thanks, dude. I'm getting there, dude. I'm learning how to do comedy, dude.
Yeah.
And it's been fun, man.
You sell enough cantaloupe, and you get a big head.
You get a cantaloupe ass head about it, and I don't even like cantaloupe. Well, is there any fruit that you don't
like cantaloupe?
I don't like cantaloupe.
Honeydew?
I don't.
I didn't used to like honeydew, but I loved cantaloupe.
I'm not a melon guy.
Wow. You don't like watermelon?
I love water. That's the one.
That's the exception. Okay, so I got you. So you don't like... Yeah. Okay, like I don't know what category of melon cantaloupe is, but yeah, there's like winter melon, honeydew.
There's...
all of that. Okay. Fruits that I like men a lot, I'll tell you. I'm really into them.
Yeah. Well, that's cool.
I like a wide variety of fruits. I think that for me it's probably I've been into apples lately. I'll take an apple on my way to work. A Red Delicious, a Granny Smith.
Again, Gala. You like Gala?
Yeah.
Fuji apples.
Fuji apples, yes.
Cosmic, Honeycrisp.
Honeycrisp. I don't know Cosmic. What's Cosmic? Let me look that up. That sounds fascinating.
It's like a pink one. You should. It's like the new apple in town. It's supposed to like the next big thing. Yeah, it's the cool apple.
New apple on the block. Okay, Cosmic.
Yeah. I still haven't, come around to it, but it's out there. It's doing its thing. I notice it, but it's.
The other day we were talking about cherries. I don't like cherries like that. I don't just sit and eat cherries.
Yeah, Well, the thing is, cherries don't taste like what they want us to think cherries taste like. Like whenever you have like cherry flavored whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah, same with raspberries. Blueberries I like, but they're always too sour. It's always a risk. You're always taking a gamble when you eat a blueberry because it's like
you got to get the big fat juicy ones.
Yeah,
they have to be like super plump.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I don't. You with mango? You like mango?
Yeah.
Because you sell the slices.
You ever seen Zaboomafoo? Yeah. You ever seen Zaboomafoo?
Zaboomafoo? What is that? Is that a fruit?
Dude, no. It's a lemur, dude. It's a show for children. It's a...
See, I'm spelling it wrong. Shit.
Yeah.
I will tell you, I have no idea. Yeah. What is this, Australian?
Dude, no, man. It's when all you had was PBS, and so you'd watch Zaboomafoo. And then he'd always eat mango. He'd always eat mangoes and shit. And I always felt like Zaboomafoo when I would eat mangoes.
I've probably seen it. I grew up watching PBS Kids. Yeah, I've probably seen it at some point. I think that was more.
Well, we could be different generations. Though. How old are you again?
Well, this came out in 1999, so I was born in 1999. So I probably did watch it growing up.
Yeah.
It was probably right there. And this might have been like a little bit older than me. Of just like I wouldn't have understood it watching it as young as I was. Like I was watching like Elmo type shit, Sesame Street, basically at that age.
Type shit.
Thomas the Tank.
No, this is. I feel like Sesame Street is it's like universal, you know,
Mhm.
everybody knows
All
Sesame Street.
ages, yeah.
And I think it's every comic's rite of passage to write a hacky Sesame Street joke at some point, you know, and
I
think that,
never
you know, it's
have.
gonna.
I never have.
Oh, really?
What's your
I have.
Sesame
I have.
Street bit?
I don't do it anymore. I don't do it so anybody can have it. But there's a song that they talk about. So there's a song in Sesame Street. I was watching it with my kid where they're like, they see like a Hispanic puppet
Mm-hmm.
playing basketball, and Elmo wants to talk to him, but it's like, oh, he doesn't like he doesn't understand him because he's speaking English, and then the whole part of the song is like trying to teach him Spanish words, quiero ser tu amigo, to
Mm-hmm.
like talk to him, to be his friend. It's like, can I be your friend? And then at the end of the song, Elmo walks up to him. He's like, quiero ser tu amigo. And then the puppet responds, yeah, sure, I'll be your friend. Like, he speaks English. You've
Right.
just
So
been
it's about
assuming this whole
racially
time.
profiling, yeah.
Yeah. You just assumed this guy couldn't speak English. Yeah, but the point is, it didn't work. It still doesn't work.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't do it anymore.
There's legs there,
Wait.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
and that's
it
something
takes
that
too
should be
long.
taught. That's something that should be taught to children at a young age. It's like, don't make assumptions about people that you haven't even
Yeah.
talked to yet, just because you see them. So did Elmo see him speaking a different language at any point, and that's why he assumed?
No, he just wasn't. No, he just wasn't like responding to what Elmo was saying.
Oh.
And then he's like, "Oh, he probably speaks."
Well, that's fair. Hey, then yeah, he was well within his right to like be like, "What am I doing wrong?"
Maybe he
like,
just doesn't want to talk to you, you know?
No.
And just leave him alone, you know?
No.
Don't put Elmo, don't fucking press yourself on this guy just because
I am that way. That's how my brain works. Like, if I say something to you and you don't respond, I'm like, oh, clearly I've done something wrong here. Like it's not getting through.
I'm gonna leave him alone.
And I'll leave them alone, but at the same time, my brain is gonna do that math of like, oh, they're slow, or there's a language barrier or something.
This guy didn't talk to me. He's clearly like messed up in the head somehow. And
that doesn't happen. Like, you've never done that. You never walked up to somebody and like clearly said hello or tried to start a conversation and nothing, like radio silence from them. Like, they don't even look at you. Like, they don't even turn their head. And then you're just like, oh, well, clearly this person is they're German or something.
Clearly they're afflicted with being German.
Yeah, like there's a language barrier.
I don't know if I've ever done that. I don't know how often though I walk up to people and say hello. I'm gonna try that today. I'm gonna wait in the lobby of my hotel, and first motherfucker to walk out, I'm gonna be like,
it doesn't happen a lot anymore, but I mean, I could get if you're at like a loud bar and someone doesn't respond because it's like, yeah, there's a lot of noise, there's a lot of like shit going on. They could be watching something on the TV, whatever. But if it's just like what it was for me, it would be like on the playground or like in the cafeteria or whatever, like wherever I cross paths with somebody that I want to speak to, I'd be like, hey, what's up? Or I want to introduce myself. And then they just keep walking, or they pretend I said nothing to them. Like, that shit always, I would be like, oh yeah, they must be like an exchange student, or they must like, there's gotta be something. And
gotta be something up with it.
And that happens so often. I think partly because I mumble, or like I don't project when I speak all the time, but also just because I think some kids are just like completely socially anxious, like I am a lot of the time.
That's true too. Yeah.
And so they're like, I don't know what to say. I'm just gonna pretend like I didn't hear anything and just like keep walking. But I would fill in those blanks for them and be like, oh yeah, that person's sped or something, like something's happening.
You just create lore around them that they're not,
And then if we talk later, I'm like, what's really funny, man, is like, I tried to talk to you like a few months ago and I thought you had autism because you didn't respond. And I've just been making up the lore in my head that like you go home and
you go home and
that's just you. That's
you
your
run
life.
into walls and stuff.
Yeah, you just don't respond to people like your mom and dad. Like, they just understand that you don't converse. You're not what's the word? You're nonverbal.
He didn't say hi to me. Clearly, he's nonverbal and is, There's no way that he didn't hear me.
Yeah. You can't be deaf and nonverbal. That would just be devastating.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I will say I do remember just talking about playgrounds and stuff. I remember I have this weird memory in my of being in like first grade, and I like pineapples on pizza. All right, I'm just gonna go out and say that.
I have some in the fridge right now. Last night, Domino's, pineapple and ham.
Hell yeah. That's always a good bet. But anyway, I remember going to lunch, and they would give you like I don't know what they did out there, but in California, they would give us like these pizza squares that were in wrappers and were already hot. So like I took it out, and then they would give us crushed pineapple on the side. Okay. So like a pineapple cup.
Yeah.
So what I would do is I would put the pineapple on the pizza because like that's what I like. And I remember a lunch lady walking by me and looking like grossed out as I was doing it. Like I remember seeing her face going like I remember the judgment. And I think she got in trouble for it because I did it again. She wasn't going to stop me, first of all. Like judgment wasn't going to, she wasn't going to stop me from living my truth. But I did it again, and then she did walk by and she said like, "Oh wow, that's so creative." And so I feel like she got in trouble. But I was like, you just fucking.
How would she get in trouble? Did you rat on her? Did you snitch?
I didn't. I don't know what happened. I feel like there's somebody who saw because her face was pretty. Like her face was pretty.
She probably went home and looked it up. Is this a normal thing? And then saw it and then felt bad. And was like, oh yeah, people just do this. Like I'm never gonna do it. And then she came back and was like, oh, you've taken it upon yourself to add an uncommon topping to your pizza. How intelligent. But at first, she definitely thought you belonged in a different period, in a different class period.
He was like, this kid's nonverbal.
Yeah.
Clearly he's putting pineapple on pizza. He's clearly nonverbal.
There's Asperger's.
And he's a burden on
here. Something's happening.
He's not seeing the world like normal people do.
He's seeing his food as some kind of puzzle.
Yeah. He's trying to sell the rest of his pineapple cup.
But who thought of that, though? And we'll end after this, roughly, because I don't want to go too long. We've been at an hour and a half now already. Like, goodness. It's so easy talking to you. I knew we could do this without Lorenzo, because you're just a treat to have around.
Ah, thanks.
We miss you over here, too. I mean, when are you going to make a trip out to the old VA? I don't know why I said that.
I'm hoping, Mike.
Horrible.
You sounded like in your head. You're like, I'm gonna try this out. I'm gonna take a swing.
Yeah.
And
put this pineapple on this pizza right quick.
And I'm gonna hit you with that lunch lady look.
Yeah, it was gross.
Dude, she looked at me, a 5-year-old, with like
now,
this.
Did you have the juices spilling on it too, or did you like dry them off and put them on? Like,
no. I was like scooping it and then like making sure the juices, because I didn't like the sifting. I didn't want the juice. Yeah, so I was being meticulous about it. And yeah, I just look up. I'm like this, and then she's just like.
Yeah. No, she probably had a crisis of conscience. She was like, you know what, man, I'm gonna try that.
She probably realized I'm being a bitch. I should probably.
No, man. She was like, what the hell is going on? She looked it up and she's like, you know what, I'm gonna give it a try. And yeah, you might have inspired some change in her heart.
I converted her.
You converted her to it. Exactly.
I converted her.
I love it.
I hope she's okay. She was pretty old at the time. But I hope she's all right. I hope she made it to 2026.
You probably put a few years on her life just in like the expansion of her mind. Alone like that. It's just at that age, it's unheard of. You're set in your ways, but you made genuine change.
I made genuine change in a lady. Dude, I'm telling you, I don't know, like that face is seared. I'm 32 now, and that face is seared into my brain. Just
I can see how you think she got in trouble though, because that is traumatic. Like you think that that's like the end of the world for an adult to look at you that way, and it's just like, oh, am I a monster? Am I like, what did I do? Like, what is this? Not okay?
It was just it was just suspicious. It was suspicious
like
that the next time she saw me do it was like, oh wow, that's very creative. I'm like, it's like someone must have told you something, because I was like, I remember that look, lady. I'm gonna remember that for the next fucking 27 years of my life.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk about it in a hotel room in Indiana.
Here it is. Hopefully she's still alive. She can see this and she can weigh in the comments. I hope.
You can see that.
I've had you off screen. You want to do it one more time? You put up very lovely.
Sorry.
There we go. Wow. Oh my gosh. Now you killed her. Now she had a stroke. She had a heart attack, actually. So
she had a heart attack from all that pineapple on pizza she's been eating. And I did that.
Man, oh man. I was going to ask, like, why? How did that even happen? Who put pineapple on pizza and made that a thing?
I think it was like I want to say they sell it as like a Hawaiian pizza, but I think it was actually made in like Connecticut or some shit.
Here we go. The Google AI overview says pineapple pizza was invented in 1962. A Greek-born Canadian cook and restaurateur, Sam Panopoulos. So there we go.
That's Greek as hell.
I guess. Do they have pineapples in Greece like that?
No, I was talking about his name, Panopoulos.
Oh yeah, very Greek.
Yeah.
That's something. Wow, the more you know. I feel like what keeps other fruit off of pizza? You know, like you talk about mango. Like why wouldn't there be a mango pizza and there's a pineapple pizza? Is it because of like the?
I think we.
Yeah.
I think we might be close to mango on pizza, just because you see it in salsa now. It's making its way through like savory foods, and I nominate mango to be the next thing to go on pizza, honestly, because it goes on tacos sometimes. No, that's pineapple. Never mind. Yeah.
Well, so, I feel like, oh, you know what? No, I'm thinking of something else. Like there's like julienne mangoes on shit though. I feel like so I could see like little strip, like tiny thin, like almost like spaghetti strips of mango on shit. I could see that happening. And you bake that, hey, it might be a nice sensation. But
I feel like if mango plays its cards right, it could cross over for sure.
But yeah, keep berries and shit off of cheese, off of pizza like that. But no, I'm saying that out loud, and so listen, hey, I'm not above a course correction even mid sentence, because like you'll have like raspberries and like goat cheese or something, or like crackers and jam with cheese. I do that all the time.
Charcuterie boards and shit.
Yeah, charcuterie type shit and there's what's on a charcuterie board. There's salami, there's pepperoni. So what do I know? It could happen tomorrow. Like there could be a fucking blueberry pizza and just like fuck me, I guess. Like it might be good. It might be.
Like if the UFC could have an event at the White House, we could have blueberries on pizza.
I guess what sets it apart, I guess like the dividing part of it is the tomato sauce, because like all the other components you have bread, cheese, and fruit, good. You have bread, cheese, and tomato sauce, good. And the meat too, bread, cheese, meat, and fruit, that's fine. So it's like, I guess because the tomato sauce is in itself a fruit, and so you're combining tomato with other shit, and then all like the contents of tomato sauce, all the salts and other ingredients that might not pair nicely. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I lost track of what we were talking about for a second there. I was like entranced with your.
I know that you're nonverbal, Marco, and not a lot of
it. Clearly, after 6 hours of talking, he's finally gotten nonverbal.
Yeah. Well, you just did a full shift on the corner, right? With the
Yeah, that's right. I started to.
With the watermelon
I'm on a work
slices.
trip.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, that's what my work trip is for. I'm on a work trip to
you went all
Indiana
the way
to
to
sell fruit.
Indiana for like yucca and shit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. The
Wow.
company sent me out here to sell fruit. It's not even my job.
I see them everywhere, dude. Posted up. It's like clockwork. Every time I go on a lunch break or if I leave work, they're ready to go. So it's its own industry. I don't know who's buying it though. I've never once seen like someone at a light buy a container of
Well, you should.
honeydew. I
You
should.
should be
You're
the
saying
guy.
I should be the guy? I just
Yeah.
don't trust it. I'm like, how
You should be
long
the
has
guy.
this been sitting out? Like, when did y'all do this? Like, and like they might have a cooler, they might not. Sometimes it's just like a little tray with them on it. I'm like, where the fuck did these come from? Like, who bust you here and dropped you off with a bunch of fruit? I don't want any.
Yeah, there's no car around. They're just the cart that
Yeah.
appears.
And for me, it said it's
that's
pre-cut.
honest.
If it was uncut, no homo, I would take the melon maybe. You see what I'm saying? Like, because it's the fact that
Sometimes
it's
they cut it for you, like at the
Yeah.
on the spot.
hey, all day with that. But I don't know how it's been tampered with. Is there fruit fresh on it? I don't know what the fuck is happening. So yeah, you will not see me
Well,
partaking.
let it be known that the next time I'm in Virginia, there will be a special. I will do the podcast. Hopefully, if things line up.
Let's do it outside.
In person,
Hey,
hopefully.
listen, I will set it up so to where we can do it outside and like both of us be like with mics having a conversation, but every time cars go by, we'll stop it down and we'll make a transaction.
We'll sell fruit during the podcast.
Yeah. I need it, man. I need something. I need some kind of supplemental income, and that's a nice place to start. I started street performing and stuff, and that's fun, but it doesn't pay. Nobody wants music or wants to pay for it, so I'll do fruit, I guess. Fruit, selling fruit. That'll be my business model.
Yeah, I've been in this room the entire time, and I've been trying. I have my camera. I have like a neat camera because we took a bunch of photos for the last game show, and I needed to upload something, based off those pictures. I'm like, I have what I need to like potentially do something.
Apparatus, yeah.
But the creativity, the creativity isn't there. The most I've thought about is maybe doing a cuck chair thing. I don't know if you like. Take a look at the cuck chair over there. Yeah, there it is.
So you would have someone sitting there while you what?
No,
while you do a podcast.
Yeah.
Just taking it in.
I have someone else doing a podcast, and I'm sitting there watching the cut cast. There's an idea there, but it's not for me.
I don't know who that's for. That's for some depraved somebody on Twitter, like Grok.
Yeah, that's.
Grok, show me a podcast
I'll think of something.
Can eavesdrop on.
Yeah, show me. I want someone to do a podcast while I watch them.
Yeah. Man, oh man.
But,
yeah,
we'll think of something.
I think we've run out of ideas thoroughly. It's almost 5 o'clock.
I'm talking about the cutcast.
Yeah.
I'm clearly out of ideas.
We started at 3, so yeah, we've done our time here.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I'll tell you.
Time flies, man.
Yeah. This was kind of a serious discussion, and I apologize. I didn't have really any like topics queued up like I normally do.
I did send you stuff like 15 minutes ago.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, like during the recording?
No, it was like a couple minutes. Like it was like 15 minutes before the recording.
Oh.
But now I don't think that it fits. I don't think it fits well with what we've been talking about.
Let's watch this. I see some memes. I'm not pulling up no fucking memes. Fuck that. That's some boomer ass behavior. But I'll take a reel.
Okay.
You're officially boomer pilled.
We're both unk, dude. We're both unk. I've been enjoying these guys.
I don't know. Can I listen to this? Is this going to get it muted?
Yeah, I think you just have to watch it. If you see, they say they're going to their favorite part of the club.
So it's 2 guys getting patted down. Nice. Yeah.
They just leave.
So he's getting patted down like he's going in, but
Clearly, that's not his first time doing that.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I think that's a harmless prank, and it's those types of harmless pranks that I get a real kick out of.
At the same time, there's a power dynamic there, is there not? Because there's a guy just doing his job, and here's two guys abusing his only function as a bouncer. That's awesome.
It's also true, but I feel like the bouncer also reserves the right to fuck him up, pretty much. You know, I don't think anybody's going to say.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone's going to side with those guys. You know?
No one's going to fault him for losing his shit on them. Let me find a thing. I want to give it back in a way.
I'm getting
Here you go. This is you. Yeah, you get to see my DMs with Lorenzo. Because we'll send stuff back and forth to see, you know, like what can we put on the show. And yeah, while I'm sending funny videos, he's sending me memes and shit. And it's like, listen, this is not the point. We're here for business. So look at this is very much you though. So this is kind of in the same vein. Like, look at these guys. This is lights out with your friends. So every time they turn the lights off, this guy with the belt is trying to hit one of them, and all the guys are trying to avoid that. And it's like a freeze frame every time the lights come on.
Oh man.
Yeah, so like clearly that was.
What's the thought behind hanging on the?
Hanging off the
ceiling fan.
I wonder, you know, because you see the last frame of the guy, you know, being launched, and you know, okay, well, this is staged to some degree, but I think they really broke that fucking fan. Like, holy shit. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is why I won't do Airbnb, because that's some bullshit.
That's your
house.
Into that. There's an idea. Oh, this is great right here. Here we go. We can leave out on this. It's 4th of July coming up. So everyone has the contraband Chinese fireworks early. So neighborhoods all across the country have been doing this. Get ready for this.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It's like a cannon.
It's some like Civil War level. We're just reinventing Civil War style cannons.
Get this. Here's the impact. All the car alarms in like a 50-mile radius are going off. So like there's a comment right here. Imagine finally getting your baby to fall asleep and then
oh my god, I would be
somebody
furious.
Blows the neighborhood up. Yeah. I've never seen a firework like that crazy. Up close. Like I've been at ceremonies and stuff where you can see them on the water setting them off.
Yeah.
But even still, that's like it feels like they're miles away from us when they're doing stuff like that. And to have that, to be like right underneath of one like that as it goes off, I don't know. You're
just going deaf.
Yeah. You better have earplugs, something.
Yeah.
But if you like one of these videos, you're going to see like 20 of them because it's all over the country right now. And
I'm glad you said that. Sorry, go ahead.
No, have you heard gunshots or something lately? like what?
No, I'm talking about like videos that you get after seeing one. Because this one is a meme, but I want you to take a look and see if I want to see if you've seen this before.
Yeah.
Because my feed is all of this kind of meme.
And
I've been hitting people up. Oh, you got to follow. Shout out. I've been hitting people up and seeing if they're getting these memes as well. I have yet to find a person who gets these memes as well. I think there's something wrong with it. I sent it to you. I sent it to you. Yeah.
Is it the Stevie Wonder thing?
No, that just made me laugh.
It's this. Looks don't matter.
This one, yeah.
Yeah, let me mute that. Money doesn't matter. Rich
That song
people.
isn't.
Looks don't matter. Attractive people. Copper quality doesn't matter. Copper merchants. Yeah. See, this is some shit that would make like my boyfriend laugh. I'm just like, and so what is this? At least this is like related. At least this is related to the subject matter.
We're not talking about Japan fucking creating energy from walking or anything like that.
Yes, thank you. That's what I hate. I hate like what is this new AI thing where it's like a completely unrelated description where it's just like a Wikipedia page, just some like obscure scientific development or like some celebrity.
I think I'm sure it has to do with the algorithm or something. But yeah.
So you're getting this? Is it specifically like Babylon copper merchants?
Yeah, it's relates to like one of the earliest recorded complaints, and it's like a tablet that basically from this guy who bought copper from this guy Ea-Nasir, and I guess his copper wasn't of high quality, and so I got one meme, and then now my algorithm is just it's just Ea-Nasir, and it's that damn song. Every time that song, put that song plays. Every time every time I'm on Reels, that song comes up like 4 or 5 times.
Wow.
And it bothers the hell out of me.
I'll tell you
I thought like
what I had to do recently was
everybody's getting it.
I had to reset my algorithm a couple days ago because I was just getting complete bullshit like that, of the same vein. Not that exactly. So yeah.
Clearly, I have to as well.
I mean, so once you do it, then you just start getting like regular run-of-the-mill shit again. Like, look, I have a little baby deer now. That's the first thing that comes up.
Nice.
That's nice, right?
That's really nice. Yeah.
Some pickles. There's this guy who gives away pickles or whatever. A dad eating steak. The guy takes it away. He's like, what is happening? It's a prank. Harmless pranks. A lot of animals now. Yeah. So that's where I'm at. Okay. I've seen this guy.
Very nice. Okay.
But before it was like people dying, like clearly homeless people having like a drug-induced episode with a low res camera, or like
definitely not this camera.
No, not your camera. Your camera's leagues better than what I'm describing. I'm talking about like Samsung Galaxy face cam 12 generations behind while in a cracked den. Like that was the majority of the reels I was getting. And now it's all shit like this, like googly eyes on a excavator. To do that. So yeah, all you do is you go up to yourself or go into settings, and then there's an option to reset your algorithm. And once you do that, but then it's people like you who send stuff like this to your friends that fuck it up again. for those people, for anyone who's reset their shit, it'll get off track again. So now, if I gave that a like, or if I give the Stevie Wonder thing, like I don't even know what the hell is this.
I did. As soon as we started talking about serious shit, I'm like, I shouldn't have sent. I shouldn't have sent what I sent.
Listen, I have a chat with my friends. Both of them have actually been on the podcast very early on, back when I was just talking to my friends, essentially. I have a group chat with them. Where is it? Yeah, you get a little peek into my DMs here.
Yeah.
It has to be at the top, because here it is. Yeah, it's right under you. Gamers Only, spelled Gayme.
Naturally.
Yeah, this is our boy Chester Stone right here. Chester?
They smoking crack. Right on. You can chill. Open beer container. Freeze, nigger. They smoking crack. Right on.
Oh my God.
That's Chester. That's kind of his whole deal. He was in the hospital recently. Like, I'm scared to go up to this.
Oh, no.
Like, what is this?
What is
monthly belly
this?
checkup. This This is an account where all they do is just they admire people with like beer guts. So that's kind of a new development. Pretending I'm a malnourished piglet. Yeah, so this is the shit. This is where my algorithm had gone. Look at your face.
I feel like that's the look that's deserved from whatever that fucking lady gave me for the pineapple on pizza. That's what it's deserved for. I hope you see this and lady.
Yeah, bitch. Like, this is what you should have scowled at.
Yeah, don't scowl at me, motherfucker.
Yeah, so it's just this like quagmire looking at him. Oh man, yeah. So this is the shit that we get up to in here. Yeah, like what the fuck is?
Yeah. It's just a picture of me.
Yeah, yeah. And then one of us never gets the memo, and he sends wholesome shit. Even though that's not what the chat is for. Yeah. Anyway. So that.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes,
I have a question for you. Now that you're a street performer, street walker, if you will.
Street.
Does it bother you when people like try to get the guy off, get Stevie Wonder off there? Does it bother you when like people try to sing with you? Because I've seen like those piano videos where the pianist doesn't like when people sing the songs that he's playing. Does that bother you at all?
No, and it's happened it's happened like 5 or 6 times, so I can count maybe on one or two hands like how many times it's happened, and it's been fine every time. What I don't like is when they try to make a request, and it's like, this isn't karaoke. Okay. I'm not just going to be able to like pull up the song you want me to do and sing with, so it's like, I'll let him make a couple requests, and if I don't know any of them, I'll just be like, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm just going to go back to what I was doing. Thanks. But
I'm sorry, I'm not a fucking loser. I don't know your fucking music. But like, what's the most requested song?
Listen, I couldn't even tell you. I couldn't even tell you because it's always some recent shit. It's always like something that's happening now, or that's on like top 10 on Spotify or whatever, which I'm just not listening to, so I don't know. I couldn't tell you, whatever it is, like BB No Money or whatever. I don't know. I don't know anything about nobody current, so it's like, when you ask, like I said, I give you 2, maybe 3 swings, and then if you strike out and I don't know any of it, and then we got to just move on because I'm burning daylight. But if I'm in the middle of a song and somebody knows it, and they come up to me and I'm like actively playing it, and they're like, hey, can I sing this? Because I know how it goes. And I go, yeah, shoot. Yeah. Because that brings more people in, and more people start watching when they see somebody getting involved. And hey, and it's fun too. It's fun. What's even funnier is when they're bad, when they're a horrible singer. Because I'll be like playing, and I'll be like, I might stop playing and I might just start smiling and just looking at them with my hands folded, of just like, okay. Yeah, you're really doing it. But that's only happened maybe like twice out of the 6 times. Yeah. And again, it doesn't happen that often. I feel like a lot of people do that if you're playing piano, because there's something about piano that screams, let me sing over it. But I play trumpet and I sing too. So I'll have like a backing track playing while I'm playing trumpet. Oh. And if someone knows the song by heart, they might be like, hey, can I have the mic? Because I'll play trumpet into a microphone. And sometimes I'll even have 2 mics. I'll have one that I'm playing into that's set to a different volume, and I'll have one that I'm singing into that's set to a specific volume. So they'll be like, hey, can I grab the mic that you're not using? And they're like, hey. And it shocked me because I play some pretty like deep cuts, like some pretty obscure like jazz standards, or like R&B songs. Like I'll be playing like Anita Baker or fucking Jeff Lorber fusion, which like you have no reason knowing who fucking Jeff Lorber is at all. Or maybe I'll be playing like Bill Withers and somebody will join in on Use Me or something, which makes a little more sense. It's more so if I'm doing something like that and someone wants to sing, I'm like, yeah, it's fun. Go for it. Because I'm just shocked that they want to sing that. personally, I'm like, yeah, let's see what you got.
For sure.
I'm all about it. Yeah, if I did something that was more welcoming or that was more like given to a duet, I think a lot more people would do it, and then it would get irritating. But for me, it's such an uncommon occurrence that I'm like, yeah, hey, dude, let's see what you got. There was one time I was doing I think I was doing MacArthur Park or something, which is like, again, it's like a deep cut, like 70s song. And this guy, it was this young guy, younger than me, in like a full suit. He was coming from some event. He's like, hey man, I love this song. This is like one of my favorite songs. Can I sing it while you play? And I said, yeah, do it. And he blew it out of the fucking water. I was like, where the fuck were you coming from, man? Like, holy shit. Awesome. And this song of all songs, like, why do you know this? And so, yeah, we had a whole conversation. And then I was like, all right, beat it. I got to I'm working here.
I'm working here.
So, yeah, no, I've had fun doing it. I don't do it that often. I maybe street performed like 6 times. So the same amount of times people have come up. It's been like once per time I've done it. So,
yeah.
Or, that's a lie. Because I used to do it with another person. So overall, I probably only street performed like 12, 15 times. I'm trying everything in my power not to say 6 or 7. Like, that's how hard it is to like resist the urge to like low ball somewhere in the middle, say 6, 7.
Yeah.
But it is more than that.
They got us.
Yeah. The market's cornered, and you have the market cornered on comedy where you're at. So you're saying that your venue for the game show is changing, or is in the middle of a change?
Yes. We're gonna undergo. This is the first time at this new venue. Shout out Critical Hit Games in Corona. I was looking for a new venue. I walked up to a couple places and it didn't even bother with me. I walked up to them and they had actually heard of it because we were going on our 4th one, and they were more than happy to have us. So yeah, thank you. July 10th, we are having our next iteration of the game show with some lovely comics. I'm a big fan of all these guys, and I think it's going to be a very fun show. And if I could make an announcement here,
yes.
Basically, the plan is we are on our 4th show, which means we will have a 4th winner. Our show in August, I plan on getting all the winners back and having a bit of a finale, a champions game, if you will. And then I'll be opening up booking again after that for the next 3 months. So,
hell yeah.
August we'll have all our winners back, and then after that, I've got about 12 spots for comics who want them. So feel free to hit me up after that, or if you're interested, just let me know.
Marco does comedy on Instagram. DM him, cold DM. You can send a video, you see what happens.
Send a video that I won't watch.
He's a busy man. Yeah. Do you get a lot of submissions for stuff? As a producer?
Really. Not really. Not yet. I don't think. I've had I will say it's because the game show itself is kind of like it's a different format, and I've been pretty grateful because I've had people tell me where I've told them about it and they're like, I don't know if that's for me. And then they'll go see the show and they're like, that's a lot of fun. Actually, I was part of that. So it's been. I feel like once you get to see the show, it's pretty fun. Like, my goal is to tee people up to be funny. You know what I mean? What I'm selling is that I know some funny friends. I let them do their Type 5 at the beginning, and then we play some games where I want to highlight them, So
that is awesome. It's fun. I wish I lived near you, because that just sounds so fun. That sounds like such a departure from business as usual, in a really, really fun, creative way. And yeah, I want more stuff like that. There are people who do talk shows and stuff out here where it's sort of, but again, it's just kind of like run of the mill. It's stuff that's already been done. It's cool to see you try something new. You're thinking outside of the box with your showcases, which you just don't see a lot of that. So, I mean, don't take it for granted, people. The spots are available. Get them while they last. Scoop them up. Get on this show. perform, and then get tickets to it as well. If you're looking for something different, if you're looking for a good time that's within your price range, especially, right? I mean, stuff is so expensive. Don't go to the fucking
It's
World
expensive.
Cup. Don't support the UFC. From what I hear, it's
don't support the UFC. Even like, I would go as far as say even comedy clubs in this area. Like, don't get me wrong, please book me clubs, but like, like if you want to see comedy, you know, you don't. I'm here to tell you, you don't have to drive to LA, look for parking, pay the 2-drink minimum to see some
Corona.
comedians. You know,
That's
there's
where
some
you
really
need to
funny
be.
people that bringing it to Corona for only $10. I want to pack this place out, show this new venue that we've got something here, and it should be fun. And then closer to where I live, I also got, this is more of like just your standard showcase, about 10 minutes from where I live, at this dispensary at Jet Room. They've been nice enough to let us have their lounge for an evening, and we're hoping to make it a monthly show. I think we're looking at making it a monthly thing.
Okay.
And the first time we had a lot of fun. We're doing it again, July 25th. If you're up in the high desert, please come. It's a good time.
Hell yeah. We'll have links in the description if there are any online ticket sale options available at the moment, which there should be. So we'll have links to everything. Just go click on those if you want to go see Marco's next show. And yeah, message people. Yeah, if you want a spot, if you want an opportunity, there's no harm in messaging someone and reaching out and grabbing it, especially if they're offering it too. Yeah, like I said, the show I'm doing tonight, it was put out there, and I think within like 4 minutes I was like, hey, can I have a spot? And sure enough, so just reach out and ask. Don't let your anxiety stand in the way of an opportunity. I wanted to
put that pineapple on that pizza. Who cares what
there we go.
people
Mango's
say, you know?
next. If you're thinking about
Mango's
it, try it. You might start a trend. Copyright it.
You might
There's
be
some money to be made on the back end.
But that's
Exactly.
that's the risk you take.
You're just a savant. You're just you're ahead of the curve. For me, I want you to get tickets to Punchlines and Players on June 27th.
get
It's my
them.
last show at the venue because they're closing, which is pretty sad because we just started there, but and they're really great people at City State, but the building is being sold, so they got to relocate or shut down temporarily at least. I don't know if there's plans to anyway. Venue's closing. Get tickets to our final show at City State on June 27th. It's going to be a great lineup. We have returning favorites, Chrissy Perez, Lucas Craig, and then some new faces as well joining us for this one, so you don't want to miss it. And yeah, I try to do something different, similar to you, Marco. I try to like have comedy, but also a little gimmick that gives people something else to chew on. And all the people on our show play music of some kind. They're singers, they're instrumentalists. Lucas is a piano player and singer. One of the people joining us is also a trumpet player like myself, so we're actually going to have 2 trumpet players on the same lineup. Chrissy, guest of the podcast, she's an outstanding singer and extraordinary talent. So, I mean, you're going to get both. You're going to get comedy and music at this, so please come support these people, showcasing multiple talents in one night at Punchlines and Players. And then if you want to come to my open mic, we have 2 left. It's a feedback mic, just like we did at Aurora Market long ago. It just feels like it's forever ago, when it was only maybe a year ago that shut down. But this is Bomb Squad, also at City State. Again, we're going to relocate that for sure because the venue's closing, but I want to get the open mic up and running somewhere else as soon as possible. So the last Bomb Squad is going to be on July 1st. And signups for that will open after this upcoming one this Wednesday. I think that's, June 17th, this upcoming Wednesday. So, secure your spot. If you want a spot for either one of those, just DM me, just reach out, and I'll see if I can fit you in. But those are open mics. We have one final showcase, and that's really it for me. And I have some shows here and there. I got a show tomorrow night at Yours Cafe in DC with Balia Yansene. And then on June 20th, I'm at Brittany's with Brandon Moore, which I'm really excited about. That's going to be fun.
Good man. He's a good man.
Good man. I'm sorry we've compared you to R. Kelly in the past. I didn't mean it. There was some parallel of some kind. I don't know what. I can't remember. But
only good parallels.
Only his.
And I just want to say. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I want to say a quick shout out to Christian. You should definitely go to Bomb Squad if it's anything like what he had at Aurora Markets. I would go to. I remember going to that show, and it was always a fun environment. It was very, supportive. And I appreciated it. It's a good time. So
Thank you.
I'm sure it's still like that. You should go to that.
Yes, the same. It's the exact same setup, just in a different space. I wanted to come up with a new name to kind of give it some new life, but it's the exact same concept. You go, you do your time, you do 4 to 5 minutes, and then there's a panel of other comedians that just give you some feedback right after your set, some constructive criticism. So, and I try to pick people who all think a little differently, so you have a wealth of options, because we all have different styles, we all have different things that stand out to us. Yeah. So you don't necessarily have to take everybody's feedback to heart, but just, kind of pick and choose what you want to keep, what you want to use, what you want to disregard. It's all about what you take away from it. At the end of the day, it's a free thing. I'm not paying anybody. So I mean, you go. If any, there's people who go who just want stage time, who just want to work on their set, and use it for that too, if that's what you want to use it for. So anyway, that's it. That's all we got going on. I mean, dude, keep it up, man. I'm proud of you as like a younger person in the game. I know you're Unk, right? So I look up at you.
Here.
You got Unk mindset, Unk brain disease.
Yeah.
But
got the Unk brain virus. Or mind virus. Unk mind virus.
Unk woke mind virus. Yeah, you're doing shit. I mean, look at all this, dude. This doesn't come out of nowhere. You're making moves. You're making it happen. Thank you for sharing the podcast on here.
Of course.
It's an honor. Dude, I'll have some more clips for you, so get ready. Get ready, everybody.
I'm ready. It's going to be fun.
Get ready for that collaborator.
That feed's about to grow. I'm about to be smoking on that shit that made Stevie Wonder,
Listen.
But
send that.
I'm sorry.
I'll send that to Lorenzo. He would enjoy that as a fellow.
Please tell me what he says. But yeah, no, I look up to you too, man. You're doing it, dude. I think we're both, it's really cool to see, the people that we started with grow and where that growth takes them. Because I would have never thought to do like a what you're doing with Punchlines and Players. That's a cool concept, but it's also it's just a fun night of the arts. You should go to that.
Yeah, and the work never stops for everybody, for both of us. You coming to these shows, people, you engaging with the art form online, in person. However, if you enjoy it even a smidgen, you really should engage with it. You really should make your voice heard. When we say like and comment and follow, it's not just for our own ego. It's because that's what keeps the lights on. That's what keeps the train moving. This is all about forward motion. And momentum, and every person who joins on, every person who expresses support actively is keeping that dream alive. So I mean, you see this all this stuff at work here. This is no accident that you have almost 1,500 followers now. It's because people are hopping on the Marco train before it leaves the station, and this is really exciting. Really, really exciting stuff. So,
thanks, man. I appreciate that.
So yeah, PSA, y'all. If you're watching, you like Marco. We all love Marco. Go give him a follow. Go see his shows if you're in the area. If you're in the Corona area, which that just feels so weird saying Corona in any other context than beer or like death and destruction
or the virus. Yeah. I grew up there, and now it's like the city I live in. Now every time I'm like, I'm from Corona, I get like a look like we didn't make it there. Like it's not we
I had played the music while we were plugging our stuff, but I'm gonna start it back up. If you have any advice for people, Marco, I'd be honored if you could impart it.
Now the honor's all mine. I'm gonna do Lorenzo's. Yeah, let's go for it. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Swing. What do you have? Anything that we talked about during the show? Anything that any advice for men who in positions of power?
Yeah. Okay, here's some advice. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. All right. I think it all boils down to that. If you're a fucking bald-headed fucking head of the UFC, just because you can do a show, have a fight at the White House doesn't mean you should. You know, you're a grown-ass man. You should know that that's wrong. Just because you're a producer, doesn't mean you should stick your penises out to people, especially like women. It's just don't be a weirdo.
It's not a fucking metal detector, guys. Like you don't need to. You do not need to lead with it by any means or any stretch of the imagination. You just need to just be a normal human being. Common decency, I love the way you put it. Just be a good fucking person, please, for the love of God. How hard is that? How low is the bar already?
Just be cool. Just be cool. Don't be a weirdo. Do your job, and come to one of my shows because that's not really relevant. But you should come to. You should go.
Always be plugging. Always. Any advice for people who, send memes? What should they be sending? What do you think is acceptable to interrupt your algorithm with?
If you're getting memes about a copper salesman from early Mesopotamia, I think it's important that you find out that you're not the only one. If anyone else is getting these, let me know. I need to feel more sane.
I'm sure there's a subreddit. I'm sure there's like an entire online blog or community dedicated to this one very specific recurring meme.
Yeah. And if you're selling copper, make sure you sell it of good quality because otherwise you're going to be a meme 3,000, 4,000 years from now, True. So unless you want to be remembered, then sell some shitty copper. You'll be all right. That's all you need to do.
Any words of advice for fellow fruit salesmen on any street corner anywhere?
Don't listen to what the haters say. People are going to buy them just because they don't know. Maybe write the time that you cut them. To appeal to one person.
Yeah, let's have like an expiration date or something. I just need something. I need some kind of uniformity. Anything. Quality control.
And just keep selling. Keep selling, you know what I mean? Slap an A on your card and trick a couple people that way, but just keep selling.
Hell yeah. Marco, thank you so much, man. This is not your last appearance on the show.
No, definitely not.
By any means. We're just getting started, but thank you so much for subbing in for Lorenzo today and being an awesome conversationalist. Please go find him. Marco Does Comedy on Instagram, y'all. Go follow, go support, and please make a trip out here. We miss you. We miss you so much.
I will make one out there, and I hope that when I do, we can run a game show out there. We'll get that done. We'll figure it out.
If you need an apparatus, if you need like a venue or anything, hopefully I have one by then. I would love to help you set that up. I want to see it.
I would love to do that.
I want to see it.
Yeah. You're gonna be. I would hope you'd be part of it, but yes, we'll figure that out.
Listen, I didn't want to overstep my bounds here, but yeah, I better be a part.
Send me a tape, and then we'll talk.
There we go. Fuck you too. All right, y'all. That's it for the pod. Thank you so much. Like, subscribe, comment, all that good jazz, and follow us on Instagram too. We're putting up a lot of clips. We got ones of Marco up there. We got ones of we try to make one for every episode, so there's more coming, but go subscribe to that. And we're on TikTok as well. As far as audio goes, we'll be back at it, but for now, YouTube is where we belong. So go follow us there and go subscribe on YouTube right here. Thank you so much, y'all. I really love you. So I really mean that, even if we do shit on you sometimes for not doing any of the stuff I just asked you to do. But
See what he
seriously,
says.
do as I say right now. Yeah. That's my like aggressive gay voice, if you were wondering.
Oh, okay. Cool.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.